Well, good morning all. This morning I'm going out a bit later than normal. It's just on 10 a.m. It's the sort of the last day of official warmth for our southern friends who are changing over tonight on their daylight saving. So for us in Queensland, we're well into autumn and our temperatures have dropped a little bit, but it's still fairly warm. I'm expecting a 27 degree day here, which is reasonably warm. Now I'm going out to quickly try out some gear that I've just received. I had to buy the gear. Well, didn't have to. Actually, I did. I had to buy the pants from overseas. I had to buy the jacket from overseas because I couldn't get any of the colours that I wanted for the stuff. So it's the Klim Marakesh pants and jacket. Now, I've worn the pants a couple of times, including in 32 degree heat, and this is the first ride with the jacket. So I'm just going to spin the whole camera around there. So that's the jacket, lovely brown colour. Now I was after the brown in the jacket, but I was after the dark grey in the pants, and for my size, I couldn't get the dark grey pants anywhere in Australia, so I've had to go the light grey, and I've already got what my Navy colleagues would have called a canteen medal on the pants. Right, I dropped a little bit of something on the pants the other week when I went on a ride with a group. Whoops! But it wiped off pretty easily, which means that they clean reasonably easily. And if you follow the cleaning instructions, hopefully that sort of will remain on it. Plus, I'll also chuck them through some good cleaning gear, which is specifically made for textile jackets, pants, etc., which I've got at home. And I'll share the name of that up on the screen. But yeah, so the reason I got them is because I'm doing some touring in the next couple of years, and some of that touring will be likely to be during fairly warm conditions. Not necessarily summer, but end of summer, but also doing some touring in the northern parts of Australia in winter, which is still fairly hot and fairly humid. So I wanted some gear that would keep me in fairly cool conditions, and would allow me to, be nice and cool, but also nice and comfy as well. And I'd read a few reviews on lots of gear and blah, 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 and this stuff seemed to be the one, and it's made for touring. It's made specifically for adventure bike touring. But it will also suffice for road touring, and especially on the Spyder where you don't get quite as much air. So that's one of the things that I'm really aware of with this gear. Now, the pants were great the other day. I had them on, just comfy all day, comfy to wear, not hot on the bike, all those things. My only concern is that they're a very, very light colour. They're a light grey, and what that will show dirt like at the end of a 3-month or 3-week trip, or even a 3-day trip, how much dirt and grime they'll show. The jacket is a browny colour, so it'll show a little bit of dirt, but not as bad. But the other good thing about the jacket is that if you really needed to, whilst you sit on the bike, like I'm sitting here at the lights at the moment, feels pretty warm with the sun beating down on me. Not hot, but warmish. But you could probably wear this as a jacket to go out to the pub at night time if you're going out for a feed while you're on the road. So you can get away with it looking fairly stylish. It's a fashion item. Good manoeuvre, my friend. But so I'm going to give these things a go, take a few photos. I'll have a bit of a chat to you as I get a bit further out on the road. But comfort wise to wear, really good. I'm now about to see what they're like airflow wise. Right, I'll see you along the road. Klim jacket, Klim pants, Marrakesh. Hot day, 30 degrees now, sitting here in the sun, going really good. I've got behind the camera there, I'm just looking up, there's a little hawk watching me from the tree. But they're great. They're comfy even in 30 degrees, they're not hot, they're not black so they don't absorb all that sun. They're fully mesh all the way through. Everything's meshed. It's all the same material the whole way. It's a denier material which is protective. It's got I'll put a link to the Klim site so you can see all the specs. It's got D3O armour, elbows, shoulders, really good back pad, knees, elbows, pockets there for them if you want to put thicker stuff in, but I've got the Ghost armour in at the moment, which is what they come with. They all come with Ghost armour, D3O, good stuff. Ultimate touring jacket in hot or warm to hot weather. Ultimate. Winter, I'll have to put some stuff over the top, but if you layer up with something that stops the wind flowing through it, be fantastic. They're not rainproof because obviously being full mesh, they're not rainproof. Once again, just the spray jacket over the top, the good one, will put you in good stead. So there's plenty of videos out there showing the jacket, how it works, and how you can layer it up. There's plenty out there doing that, so I'm not going to do that. This one's to tell you how it's been performing. So jacket, first ride this morning, started off in 25 degrees, finishing in 30, finished here in 30, really good. The pants, ridden those in 32 degrees, they were awesome. This is third ride in the pants. Comfy, breathable, cool. I will still use a cooling jacket underneath because they're still a jacket, they're still thick, so when you do pull up or you're not quite getting the air that you should, which is what you do on the Spyder, you definitely are going to need to have that cooling jacket underneath, so I'm still going to take that with me. But I'm going to try on the way back with these little vents open just to get a bit more air up through where the gloves are, but these are fantastic. Plenty of little pockets in them in the side for putting things into, bit here for holding your emergency card. Same with the pants, big pockets on the side to put your phone into or whatever you want. My phone's currently sitting in my pocket there. Side pockets so that you can look cool when you're standing there with your hand in your pocket so you look really cool. Same with the jacket, you can zip that, put your hands in your pocket there. There's plenty of little pockets and zips and things like that. There's also a pocket up here, there's a pocket on the inside. They've got plenty of pockets, plenty of places to store stuff. So highly recommend these. Really comfortable, really cool. Sitting here at the moment, there's a bit of a breeze just picked up now, and I can feel that breeze coming through the material. So I'm nice and comfortable sitting here talking in 30-degree temperatures with the sun on me, just a bit of breeze. Okay, the big one, the cost. They're not cheap. They're not cheap at all. They're a reasonably expensive piece of kit. Not quite as expensive as, say, the Badlands and things, but compared to your average jacket and pants, yeah, they're a little bit expensive. Are they worth it? Absolutely. I will do my 3 and 4 day hot weather tours in these, and also my 3-month tours I'll do with these as well, because you can layer them up to make them into cold weather gear pretty quickly, but they'll give you that summer protection that you need. So fantastic, highly recommend them, but yeah, a little bit expensive compared to others, but definitely worth the cost. The other thing is they are Klim, not climb, Klim for our American friends. Klim Marrakesh. That's how it's pronounced. It's how the Germans pronounce it as well, who make them. So they are the Klim Marrakesh jacket, pants. Get yourself a set for touring. Alright, so I've just packed up all my gear there. It took me about 5 or 10 minutes to do that. And so I've been moving around in the sun with this Marrakesh gear on. Walking around, and normally walking around in the sun you get pretty hot. This stuff's just great, comfy, not hot. You can walk around in it and not feel like you're in a plastic bag. It's rather nice. This is rather nice too. They used to have a big dip here which used to bottom out the Spyder. Now it's not, so it doesn't. Woohoo! Alright. Right, I've got the windshield down at the moment and let a bit of air through, and it's really letting the air flow through. So that would be what you'd get if you're a really hot day. You'd be really letting the air flow through, and it's working really well. I'm now going to open up the side vents on the sleeves. Oh, put on a bit of that so I can use my right hand, a bit of the other stuff. So I've got that sleeve opening up. So with that sleeve really open up, you really pick up, even on the Spyder, you're picking up a lot more air. It's going up through you. Put the windshield up, and it's fantastic. There's wind coming, there's breeze coming up through that sleeve now. So I had it all closed up before, so I've just slightly opened the collar, just enough just so I'm not hot around the collar, hot under the collar, if you want to call it that. Air coming through the sleeve, and this is great. 30 degrees on the dash, so it's really good. So yeah, great jacket, really, really good jacket. Alrighty, well, that's where I'm going to end today. It's really good to get out and test this out before the hot weather rides. I'm about to go into some cool weather rides, so I'll probably put it on the rack for a month or so, actually a couple of months, until we head off. Funny enough, we're heading off in winter, but we're heading to the humid, hot parts of the world. So that's where it will be pretty decent and worthwhile having. All right, cheers. Don't you hate that? I realised I've done one take already, and the little mic which I've got up here decided it didn't like that idea. So I've had to do a retake. Let's try again. Take two, my friends. All right. So the little white thing you see there, that's my mic. Hopefully it gets good sound. So you can see me chucking my sticks over the back. That's my ability to walk. All right. Take two. Thank you to the car and caravan, the other car about to come. Here we go. When you're filming on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere where you thought you wouldn't get any traffic, and you do. Okay, so magic. That worked. Back we go. Sticks, hate them, but I got to use them. After my accident, I got to use them. Oh, not a motorcycle accident, by the way, either.